Good times on everybody. Welcome back to another MMR Mystery Seed. Tonight we have Tony versus Sonaholic. I've got Eleanor and Katie Bean to talk. I'm going to track with Warren and I'm going to let them talk because I'm bad at it. All you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, this is a very exciting new season. I missed most of the races yesterday. I know you played, Katie.
I did indeed. It was a pretty great race.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to catching up. So far for this upcoming race, we've learned a couple of things just from the intro sequence. We saw that stray fairies are not shuffled. Blue Rupee on... Yeah, Blue Rupee on Clocktown Ledge, right?
Yeah, and we have no sword, no shield start. And I think the chest on the straw roof was a small brown chest.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And it looks like we don't start with a mask today, so hopefully we start with a good item like GFS or bow or hookshot.
Yeah, we
could start with a bottle.
Maybe GFS to make up for the lack of sword. Lack of V-sword would be nice. But we'll see what we get. 2 notebooks in the random sequence, so maybe a little bit of notebook entries.
Could be.
Just a random guess. Sonaholic layout. I think this is both these players' first match for the tournament, right?
I think this is Sonaholic's first match. I believe Tony had a match last night.
Oh, okay. See what they're sounding like. I don't know whose sound is on Restream.
I think Tony's is on Restream.
Oh, yeah, okay. We're just 30 seconds out here. FD anywhere would be cool.
Three, 2, 1, and they're off.
What will be their first moves? Probably checking the menu.
Bow start, and I think it's Epona start as well. I did not see what's on Cafe. Looks like just 2 blue rupees on Cafe today.
I think I'm a little behind. I'm gonna reload.
No crates and barrels today. Cafe is feeling blue. I don't believe we saw the notebook either, so
no notebook entries after all. Even if it's just meeting people, I believe they have to start with it for that to be in.
It's not full shop sanity, but we could have late shops on. So I don't think it was Storms that they started with, because I think Storms is all the way on the right. I just don't remember if it's Epona's or Healing that Tony started with.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure.
Ooh, we have blue and red rupee. I think Tony had picked up a freestanding green rupee, so I believe it's just reds and blues.
Okay.
And
That's
we
the cow
have
beneath the
cows.
well.
Is
And that
nothing.
was nothing for the cow beneath the well. Looks like
No
hit
hit
spots are
spot.
off. Okay, it's the second on the right song. White song. I think that's Epona. Could be wrong.
Stone Tower Temple leaves the
STT
hero.
Wa. Permanent Field Wa. Ranch Sisters dead. Butler dead. I think I missed the first of the 4 hints.
Gossip Stones is dead.
Okay. Thanks, Axel. And the other hint was also Stone Tower Temple Loth, I think. Unless
Yes.
it was Stone Tower.
Oh, okay.
Early Butterfly check, that's vanilla. Pretty similar routing for the beginning of the seed here. We had Ranch Sisters dead. Was that the 4th one?
Yes, and we have it dead with upgraded magic off of aliens.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So in a real pinch, we could be seeing that.
Yeah, depending on where the other magic is.
Yeah. Chests do match content. So if they're grabbing wooden chests, they're just pretty much looking for money. Maybe the occasional heart piece if they're low. Nothing on the stump. There's 2 pieces of heart in the tree. This is a fairly chill seed so far as the shuffles. Oh, hit spots. Wait, is that a hit spot? That's a hidden rupee.
It's a hidden rupee, yes. So,
Okay.
yeah. So I think...
But we
hit spots
saw a
are off.
hit spot that had nothing, so hit spots are definitely off. So the hidden freestanding must count as freestanding then. I'm still like familiarizing myself with the setting categories, but I know like each check only falls into 1.
Yeah, some of them can be confusing. Like, there's a hit spot in the swordsman school that's normally a blue rupee, but it's a hit spot because you have to hit it.
Mm-hmm. That was Seahorse's dead hint, by the way. Oh, there's a sword. And that was a cow beneath the well repeat hint, I think.
So, although Sonaholic is doing the wall check here, this isn't part of the rupee shuffle. I think that's a magic jar on Deku Playground Blue Rupee.
Yeah, that was my read as well. Cows in the well is a sometimes.
It's an always when cows are enabled.
Is it like always minor? So I know it's
Yes.
not always major. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, you're right. I have the chart up. Hand holding with Tingle. Google Maps are always shuffled, I believe.
Yes.
This is kind of our first real divergence is, oh, no, it isn't. I thought that Tony hadn't started Bombers, but he did.
See what's in East Clocktown chest. Or not. Yeah, we basically started with GFS, so at least our runners don't have to worry about owl statues anymore and having enough sticks for that.
Yeah, that is nice. I think this is where we're supposed to say we don't condone shooting children. So, we're not for it here. And we'll see room res. Oh, we're getting into dongos also.
Magic jar?
Yeah.
So all these magic
That's a
jars,
few.
I'm suspecting either snowballs or some form of pot sanity.
Yeah, I've been surprised at how hard it is to check on pots early. Like, you can go observatory.
Yeah, so Observatory only has full pot sanity pots, so there's also dungeon pots for all the dungeons and the east and west dungeons, which you could go into, was it Ocean Spider House? And there's 3 pots right at the entrance you could check.
It's true, yeah.
Oh, I
A
think
little
Sonaholic.
death warp from Sana.
Yeah. Key sanity can be a thing, so we could have small keys shuffled within dungeons, small keys shuffled in its own dungeon or between different dungeons. We could have boss keys in their own dungeons or boss keys shuffled between dungeons. And we could also just have the doors are just unlocked. And that looks like a brown chest in Bomber's hideout.
Yeah. If it is key sanity that shuffles the keys between all the dungeons, that counts as a hard setting, right?
Yeah, only when it's the boss keys, so we'll see.
Okay,
We have full pot sanity
Ooh.
tonight.
With first check on that being a letter to my mom.
Wait, did Tony check the other pot? There's 2 pots there, I thought.
No. I didn't see him check the other 2 pots.
That was Mask of Truth.
I don't know why he would have skipped those.
I could be mistaken, maybe it's only 1 pot there.
Altox agreeing that he didn't. We'll see. Oh, he's getting a peek at that tree.
Yes, you could also take a peek at what's on the pillar in Eastern Termina Field, but there's 2 checks there, so be careful.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we also have the Gwei as well. Yeah,
right,
there's the Gwei.
There's some blues and... Oh, yeah, this one. I was thinking of the song one. But yes, both of them will have some stuff.
There's a blue rupee.
There's that check, yeah, so...
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, so fire arrows on the observatory Gwei.
Which is in logic since we did start with a bow.
Yep. One more hint coming in. Stone Tower Temple repeat.
So full pot sanity is considered a hard option. So there's a handful of hard options that mean that only 2 hard options can be enabled. So with full pot sanity, that is 1. We could still see boss keys shuffled between dungeons. We could see
Long quest.
long quests. I think specifically when frogs are enabled with Frog Choir. I don't think long quests on their own are hard.
Okay.
The other ones would be notebook ribbons, so when you have the meetings with the achievements in the Bomber's Notebook, and then full green rupee shuffle.
Both of which we know are off.
Yes. So piece of heart for bank 1.
Finishing bombers at the same time, too. Great. Thanks, guys.
Oh, I see from Fifth Whammy, who helped put together all these mystery settings. There's 158 checks added by full pot sanity. So we do have 1 pot in Termina Field. Perhaps Tony will take a look at.
In the business scrub grotto, right?
No, it's in Eastern Termina Field on the pillar.
Oh,
so you
sure,
can just
yeah.
So you can just shoot the pot and it acts like a fairy, so it'll stay on your level, so it'll just fall when you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Pixel do that, because I watched his race from yesterday. The only one I've caught up on. We'll see if Sonaholic goes for these other 2 pots. Not going for any of the pots.
I think it's just the 2 on the right that are shuffled. Not all 4. All 3 of these ones are.
Yeah, he's about to find out about the pot sanity anyway. He did not go back down, so that's no letter to Mama for Sonaholic.
Looks like... I can't tell if that was a fairy or a milk bottle. It was a fairy. But there is the pot. So when we have a fairy in a bottle, it's not an actual bottle, it's just if you have a bottle, it'll just fill your bottle with a fairy. So I don't think either of our runners have any bottles right now.
Yeah. Why are there 2 fire arrows in the field on Tony's side?
So I think the one closer is where the spawn is, and then the other one is where it actually dropped. I think it depends on which way you look at, because there's one from Southern Swamp and one from the mountains you could look at. They both give the same thing. That might be it.
That's cool. Alright, here's our business scrub peek. There is a pot in here.
I don't think it's shuffled.
Though.
No, it's not shuffled.
Yes, not. If we're to trust Tony. Which I do.
Me too.
So, Sonaholic has... Okay. Nope. He's trying to figure out what to do before Granny, I think. And I'm not really sure. He doesn't have very much time, so he can really only do a couple things. What's the matter, Axel? They're just cooking pots.
But that is true. That is true, Axel. There aren't any pots in the stock pot inn. You are correct. That was a Ranch Sisters repeat. Wait.
Yeah,
Tony!
I think he...
Tony, play Song of Healing for the Gossip Stone.
Right, this is the first regional Gossip Stone they've reached.
Yes, so for regional gossips, you can play either Epona's or the Song of Healing, and it'll normally spawn a fairy. But if they randomize, then they're randomized.
And we have definitely seen a couple of fairies drop up, which could be coming from pots or from gossip stones. We know butterflies are off, though. And up to this point, the only sanities we know about are Hot Sanity, freestanding blue and over, and then cows, right?
Yes. I could not
So
see
we
what
have
was
at
on the
least-
tourist roof on
Yeah, I don't
Tony's
know.
side.
We've definitely got a couple more to find.
Yeah, I think we need a minimum of 5 settings
I
for
believe
mystery.
so, yeah.
Ooh,
That's
a
a wallet.
We have a wallet. It wasn't filled, so we know it's not full price randomization, but it could be price shuffle. I don't think any of our runners have taken a look, unless of the
Shops.
tingles. The tingles. Were the tingles normally priced?
I'm not sure. Getting a Camaro chat.
Okay, confirmation from chat. It looks like it was normal prices on Tingle, so no price sanity today.
Title deed. That's at least something for Toilet Hand. And I do really like with these settings that the quest items stick around on reset.
Yes, it is a very nice quality of life feature.
Now, will the freestanding blue rupee in the Deku playground change every day?
Yes, they do. And as will the green rupees if we have green rupee shuffle. Runners holding hands to the dawn of the second day in North
Yeah.
Clocktown. Did Sonaholic look at the Gwei Observatory? I know he went to
I
Observatory.
was just wondering that. I don't think he did. That's a land title deed. So that's a second paper. But we can turn that one in. No one's really been into Swamp yet. Besides an owl hit, so nice to have that. Oh, and they're both getting that. Very close routing so far.
Tony not going for it?
That's weird.
Well, it is out of logic until you have Deku, so...
Not a logic, but even, you know, whenever you do get it, it's just gonna be the same amount of time. I mean, you're just gonna knock it off with the Ocarina trick anyway.
And Tony gonna show us the Night 2 red rupees, I assume, after Guru Guru.
Yeah.
Just rupees.
Funny. Which isn't the worst considering they already got a wallet. Might as well check Bank 1. Good point. 60 rupees. new denominations, but
Yes, and over here by the potion shop, we do have, I believe, 3 pots.
yep.
Check. And interesting thing about these pots is that after you beat Woodfall Temple, they become new pots. So
Ooh,
there's
good
3
to
new checks.
know. Nothing before we beat Woodfall. Here's another shot at healing. There we go. And that was Iconic Graveyard Walk, I think.
That makes sense. There are quite a few pots in a kind of graveyard. Ooh.
Yep.
That is a bottle.
That's a bottle, yeah. So now we can find out about soil sanity, bottle sanity.
Possibly small favors as well, if you sell that to
That's
the
true.
curiosity shop.
Looks like he's gonna hold on to the milk for the moment, not check the scoops. And we have a swamp shooting gallery. Did not see this yet. Perhaps she'd like a refreshing bottle of milk.
Perhaps.
This is definitely Katake. We still haven't seen shops, right? So
We just know that it's not full shop sanity. So in late shop sanity, I believe it's only Goron shop, Zora shop, and the milk bar that is shuffled.
oh, okay. I hadn't seen them go into the West Clocktown shops. Wow, just a refund on Swamp Archery. Pretty disappointing.
Yeah. Now, Sonaholic showing us something new. I don't believe Tony played the Song of Healing for this Gossip Stone. And it is the bunny hood! That would be nice! A nice little speed boost. I swear sometimes the fairies are super hard to get sometimes.
Yeah. That puts our postman game in logic.
I think we did see. I believe it was just some money, right?
Okay.
Oh, that does confirm regional gossips are on. So we're up to 4 settings. Cows, regional gossips, blue and red, freestanding rupee shuffle, and full pot sanity.
And there's no option with gossips to include the like Termina Field gossips, right? That's always off.
Termina Field, Milk Road, and Ranch will not be shuffled. So it's just in each cardinal direction region.
Perfect. We're seeing Tony come up to final day here.
And I believe in Ranch we have 4 blue rupees and 4 pots that we can check.
There's there are several on the fence, right? There's a couple red rupees.
So I believe it's 4 green rupees on the fence, 2 on top of the sign that are blue, and then 2 blue rupees in the barn, in the hay.
Yeah. Okay. Seeing a honey and darling before we go night 3. That's smart with no bombs yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 pots in the doggy racetrack. That was the 4 pots you mentioned, right?
Yes. I believe that's it for pots and Romani Ranch.
Do those plants in the cuckoo shack count as pots?
I don't believe they do. Oop, Stockpot in Foolish.
Interesting.
Have we seen anyone cut down any Keaton grass?
I think we saw that in North Clocktown.
Okay.
Not 100% sure, but I think so.
Well, Tony didn't go for it there, so I'm gonna assume that they're off.
Oh, a bean!
Got a bean.
Boat archery is dead. That's Butler and bow archery out.
Boat archery is always. And Butler is also an always hint.
Butler, well, so... Right.
It's an always hint unless if you have full rupees shuffle, which we do not have.
Right, yeah. So if we had green rupees also on then. So we actually knew green rupees were off just from seeing that hint. But we checked green rupees before checking the hint anyway.
Yes, and I think Tony's gonna show us if soils are on. Oh, that is true, Fist. Yes, Goron Race, which is normally an always hint, will be junked today because we have full pot sanity. And we also do not have soil sanity. And the reason why Goron Race is junked is because it'll be a lot harder to win the race if, you know, all your magic jars don't have magic anymore. So
yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. You could use Chateau, but short of that, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Clock Tower Roof is foolish.
Foolish except song.
That is an interesting hint. But there are 4 pots on Clock Tower Roof, so that's why the hint is phrased like that.
Yeah, okay. And then, so that means... what?
I'm not sure where Tony's going.
Maybe thinking about those hit spots, but maybe not sure if there are any pots back here. I don't know.
True, true. With full pot sanity, it's probably one of the most hardest to keep track of and to know.
Just a bomb on the land title deed turn in, which Tony skipped.
Yeah, not a bomb bag, just bomb refills.
proceeding in time to dawn and night, the final day, respectively. Kirby, are you saying it's Oath on the tourist roof? Oh, on the clock tower roof.
B.
Sense.
We got Sniffer.
Great. That is probably not necessary. Definitely not necessary, maybe, since we have Wallet.
It could be if we have Scoop Sanity. Or Small Favors.
That's true.
We're getting a Dog Race Gamba from Tony.
Are these gossips that Sonaholic's doing, they're not included? They're in term
No. No, they're not.
Alright, well, let's see how Gold Dog does. Looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I like
Oh
the
wait,
music too.
he has Mask of Truth. What am I saying? It's not a Gamba.
Oh yeah,
Guaranteed.
right. They both have Mask of Truth. Yeah. Yeah, Mask of Truth was in the observatory pot. Yeah, Sonaholic's hitting some of these gossip stones that he does not need to.
Magic jar.
So what does Tony do in final hours here? No explosives, so you can't go north. No Epona song.
Hey, Swamp Archery. Oh, and
Do some, might as well, yeah.
he might have realized that he also didn't do the Gossip Fairy.
That's true.
He does have on his tracker that Gossip Fairies are on, so. And he will get his bunny hood.
Nice. So what do we still have? No one's done town archery. And then we have, we don't even have staff room check because In's foolish.
Yeah, so what do you have left? So I think whatever's. Well, we could. I mean, I guess we could have Epona's on Clock Tower Roof.
That's true.
That'll open up quite a bit.
Can Oath be Wah? Because
both can't be WAS.
yeah, so we're guaranteed to have some song sanity then.
So we could still have a song on the Clock Tower Roof.
Oh, but
So that confirms like song sanity's off. Yeah, so song sanity is off.
Foolish Accept song does not count as WAF. So that could just still be a. And song sanity's off because there's a song on the roof at all. Yeah. Good call. Disappointing. Thrown out of the shop.
You know, it could be that the Gossip Stone on path to Mountain Village has bombs. It could be that.
That is true. We can get there without explosives. There's also snowballs there.
Yeah, the first snowball is locked by explosives, or in this case magic, since we have We have Scoop Sanity.
Ooh, okay. Oops.
So that Mask of Sense could be quite important. So I have a question. When you have Scoop Sanity on, and you can have access to hot spring water easily, can that be your north access at all in any way? I don't
Well, you
think
can't
so,
melt the
but
snowballs, right? You can definitely melt the ice. Oh, we started with a bow. Can you melt the snowballs?
see, you can melt the ice is what I'm seeing in chat.
Yeah, I don't think the snowballs will melt with hot spring water. You can shoot them with fire arrows, but we don't have magic yet. And Sonaholic, I think, did skip the Gwei in the observatory, so he's not gonna have fire arrows for the time being.
So we
Berries
have
are eggs, great.
we also know that Zora eggs are off since there is a song on the clock tower roof. That doesn't mean that we can't have any other long quests, it just means that Zora eggs are off.
Yeah, no point in checking eggs, sadly.
So I think we're
Here,
gonna see the postman.
We haven't seen what's on him, have we?
That is just a magic jar, I believe.
Tough. But it's not like we have cafe masks, so might as well.
Okay, see from 5th, hot spring water is logical access past the ice in Termina Field, but it cannot melt the snowballs. Okay,
cool.
that's good to know. Thank you. So the actual magic spray will have a little gold band around it, and if it's your first magic, it should always be the small jar, so it shouldn't ever be the big magic jar, I believe.
Yeah.
Whereas the small magic jars will have a little silver band around them.
With Scoop Sanity on, does hot spring water still cool? It does, right?
Yes. Yes, it does. So you can still use it as, spring water too if you need to. But we know that fish are spring water, so. We're gonna see what's on day 3, Deku Playground Blue. Rupee. Just a piece of heart.
A piece of heart.
It might actually be Town Archery as our progression if it's not Epona's.
Have we seen Swordsman School?
We have not, since we do not have a sword. Great Fairy Sword doesn't count,
true.
I believe.
Yeah.
One other thing too. Wait, Tony. I think you could have access to the back of Swordsman School though, where he's hiding from the moon.
He does have pots, yeah.
Yeah, he has 5 pots. Oh, that could be it too. Okay, it's Goron Lullaby off of Skull Kid. So it's either those 5 pots or Town Archery, I believe. I believe that's all we have left.
Okay, so this is some Song Sanity.
Unless a Great Fairy Sword can't break. Because you need a sword in order to access those 5 pots. Which I think Sonaholic is... Yeah, you have to wait until midnight though.
Yeah.
Oh, but you can't take out Great Fairy Sword in there. Never mind. So...
Oh, okay.
Never mind. So I think it might be town archery then, or it's the path to Mountain Village Gossip Stone.
Do these pots count? Did Tony skip those pots?
They're foolish because
Okay.
of
Oh, right.
the hint. But yes, those are
Yeah.
4 pots on the clock tower roof.
Is the Sonaholic going back for Quay?
Maybe. I believe he also doesn't have letter to Mama. So it could be pots as well.
Hopefully both. Okay, not the pots. Oh, he's taking 30 rupees. Is there something on Tingle?
There is a squay,
Yeah, this is a good call.
but I don't think... Oh, I think... Oh, maybe... Is Bunnyhood fast enough to get any of the rupees? Or... Okay.
I think you can pick them all up.
Okay. Oh, I see. No. So I think he's losing time to the Gwei right now, so I don't think he'll be able to,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
you
one
got
chunk.
it.
I think
was
there's...
vanilla anyway. What's this about special blue rupee?
I think if you have Goron or Epona, then you're fast enough to get the Gwei to spawn some blue rupees.
I see. Had no idea. Alright, well here's town archery.
Oh, we also have... There's 2 blue rupees in Southern Swamp that we haven't seen yet, near the frog in Southern Swamp.
That's true. We do still have potential for frogs. I think...
We do indeed, yes.
Including wire check is possible. Still.
Yes.
If frogs are shuffled, what level of hint is the GBT frog?
It would be elevated to an always hint, so...
So we haven't seen that yet. It would be minor always, only, so... Might not see that on any gossips. Could just be among the Garo hints. Oh, and water is a fish!
They just swapped.
Very confusing for the fishermen.
Oh, sniffer.
You do have to wear this mask to smell the mushroom. Big Poe!
That's some good money right there if small favors are off.
I think we... Did we see a sale? Maybe we did not.
I don't remember seeing anyone try Curiosity Sale.
We get to see the Tournament Field Gwei with Bunny Hood now.
Yeah, I think our prime suspects are small favors are actually on. And those 2 blue rupees in Southern Swamp.
Quite a bottleneck.
Yes, we are in a bottlenecked. Yes.
Someone
and
did check
soils.
soil.
Yeah, soils are off. We also have Bank 2.
That's true. Looks like Tony might be thinking about Bank 2.
Yeah.
Now with bow, is it faster to just kill the Tournament Field bird thing?
Well, with Great Fairy Sword, probably it would be faster.
Oh yeah, true.
But I mean, I think Tony's also just trying to spend time for 10 o'clock as well.
That's fair. Sana is back in the observatory.
And unfortunately picked up the wrong pot to throw
Yeah.
there.
But this could be his fire arrow. Would be good. This is not quite Bank 2 yet. But he got the Poe. Or did Tony get, or did Sonaholic get the Poe?
I don't
No.
think so.
Yeah, Tony got the Poe.
Yeah.
So he can just sell that, and if that gives him money... Oh, nice. Yeah, this is the perfect spot to get an extra $50.
And I think Guru Guru had 50 as well.
Familiar. This is Sonaholic's fire arrows, so no worries there.
And if it's not small favors, then again, it's either the Gossip Stone in Path to Mountain Village or the 2 blue rupee checks in Southern Swamp.
Bank 2 is out.
And Bank 2, which is now ruled out.
Yeah. Too bad Tony's a couple hours short to be checking the shop sales, curiosity shop sales.
At least I think... Is he going for those blue rupees? I can't tell. It looks like he's going back. Oh, yep, he's going for the blue rupees.
Nice.
Oh, I see in chat from 5th. Don't blue rupees will need Deku or a tall character to be in Logic.
Oh, really?
So I don't think you can climb. But at least we can see what they are. Is that a bottle? Looks like a bottle over there.
Does look like a bottle. You gotta
Sorry,
get on
Tony,
the
you're
other
not
end
tall
of the
enough.
log.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can climb here.
I don't think
Maybe
you
you
can make it
can't
to
jump to the... Yeah. Here's Sonaholic's soils check. Pretty dry start. Especially for these settings, I feel like. I mean, relatively inexperienced with them so far, but it seems like they do tend to surface more stuff earlier, usually. And
I think the hard
it's like-
thing is it's not starting with Sword and Shield. It's always going to make it a little bit of a slower start.
it is a pretty minimal start. The bow helps, but $200. That is vanilla. So no. I mean, unless it's a huge coincidence.
Yeah, I missed. Did it say? Did he say I'll give you something? I'll give you 200 rupees or something worth 200 rupees?
I didn't see that.
That's okay. If it was
It's pretty unlikely that it was shuffled.
Yes, so one could tell, like, if it's, you know, the 20 rupee one, for example, is if it's on, then he'll always say something worth that value instead of just saying this is worth 20 rupees or something. I think it has to be the
no
gossip
photo
stone.
sales and small favors. Yeah, confirmed. Pojo, the TF pot was checked. Yes, was just a magic jar or something. It wasn't anything.
Uh-oh.
Have we fulfilled our? I guess the fire arrows fulfill the Termina Field Wath right now.
Yeah. Tony thinking real hard right now.
Double checking hit spots.
B.
Nope. That was a good call on that path to Mountain Village gossip stone. It's so like unintuitive to even think about going north when you have no way to get rid of the snowballs.
Yeah, I know there's a way to, like, jump over the snowballs that you can do as well.
Is that even legal?
I believe it is. I'm not good at it, though. Yeah, I don't blame our runners for not thinking about the Path to Mountain Village gossip. It's definitely out of the way.
Seems like Tony might have something else in mind. Bojo's confirming that it's legal.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man. Sonaholic's 1 rupee short for Bank 2. Probably gonna grab that hit spot.
So I think in one of the MMR 1.16 files or spreadsheets, there is a note about a pot in the Cuckoo Shack, but it's not enabled in these settings. And I think it's one of those potted plants that Tony broke. So he might be trying to look for one pot here in the Cuckoo Shack.
Yeah, he was looking before. That's tough.
So Sonaholic might head up north right now.
He is in the right area for it.
It's either that or he's grinding for Bank 2. Ooh.
Tony's really looking for something here. Sonaholic only needs one more rupee for bank 2. I don't know what he's money farming for.
Yeah, maybe predicting that something's on bank 3.
Maybe. Is that a logic? There is a snowball you can check, like, before you have to explode the big snowballs, right?
Wait, is that magic? Like actual magic?
Oh.
That is! Wait, oh, I thought we checked this before.
We did.
Oh.
Must have been, I mean, I thought it was just a pot. Okay, so yeah, now we have fire arrows to take us north.
Yeah. Okay. False alarm, probably not the gossip on path to Mountain Village. Still could be progression, but probably not anymore.
Technically not out.
So, in Mountain Village, we do have what is called the spring pot, which I believe is the pot that's on top of the smithy. And it behaves just like that other pot where it's like a fairy and it'll come down to your level if you break it and walk around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, frog choir!
Oh, on but junk.
Yes.
So are the small snowballs down here that Tony's seeing jumped?
No, it's just this snowball that's shuffled.
Okay, so the ones that are
And
below
it is.
Okay, that's snowball shuffle.
So just to recap, we have cows, regional gossips, goop sanity, blue and red rupees, frog choir, which is junk, or it just has nothing today, snowballs, and full pot sanity, and that was a lens on Hugo today.
Nice. So if frog choir is in, that means the frogs are also shuffled, right?
Not necessarily. It could just be no frog shuffle, but frog choir is on. So if frogs are enabled, then we will know that boss keys cannot be within other dungeons. That would be it. Since we can't have both of those hard options on. Ooh, there's another bottle.
Yeah. Now if we could... Oh, right, we have fire arrows. I was thinking we could find spring water.
We can find out what's on hot spring water, and we can peek this chest. It's brown.
That's nothing. Which is nice, considering we can't get in there.
She's just taking a nice bath right now, I guess.
That's our 1 hour.
Happy 1 hour, everyone.
Yeah, welcome to the mystery settings race tonight of Sonaholic versus TonyBigBlind. We have with me in the commentary box Katie Bean, and we have Tomaltalk and Warren Traveler tracking, and Tomaltalk also restreaming. Thanks, everyone.
Ooh, that's a pictograph box.
Always some stuff in the snowballs out here.
Oh, All Knight's Mask?
Ooh. But that's junk, because Hannah's foolish.
That is true. And it was a Keaton mask.
The Keaton mask is also junk in these settings. Sad.
Yes. But you can glean some knowledge from the questions, if you're lucky.
Yeah, you can choose to do what it tells you. You can learn what's on Romani's game. Okay. Okay, well now we really have stuff to do. Because we also have Goron Lullaby.
There's 2 snowballs.
Meanwhile, Sonaholic just figured out that was real magic. So, he'll be following in Tony's footsteps here.
And we have, I think it's 11 pots here in Goron Shrine. So all the pots that normally give you sticks and magic will now give you a random item.
We can, yeah, and you mentioned finding out about,
Tony, the pots! Oh. Tony, the pots!
Also the shop.
Okay. And the shop, Tony! The pots in the shop!
Okay, he's checking the upper pots now.
And yes, we did get storms. Tony, there's still 4.
Okay, now the shop.
We do have Sonaholic close behind on Tony's footsteps, heading up north.
Yeah, still a very close and similarly routed race, honestly. Both of them got pretty bottlenecked by that magic. And Sonaholic, don't die.
I did miss. Was it Shop Sanity at all, or was it Vanilla?
I also missed that. Got distracted by Sonaholic maybe dying.
Oh, a quarter heart! If it was Vanilla, it would have been, I think, arrows, bombs, and a red potion in the shop. So Tony missed, I think, 4 pots in Goron Shrine. And I believe there's 2 snowballs that were around here that he had missed. Or closer to the entrance of the Goron village.
Did Tony heal that gossip stone?
No.
No, no loss.
It was not that gossip stone.
Yeah, after all that. Can hardly believe it.
Nothing in Lens Cave.
Right, we don't have to do aliens for sure now, since that was our other magic.
Okay, I see in chat.
And
we saw the bombs and the arrows and the red potion, so we don't have any shop sanity today.
cool. I don't think it should be possible to get the aliens as first magic with Goron being where it is. Maybe depending on what hot spring water is.
No, I don't think the aliens magic could have been your first magic, because I think for hot spring water is either a Zora egg, a regular Poe, or the big Poe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ice arrows.
Nice.
We know where Lens is because it's on Hugo. But we don't know where Hook is. Oh,
Captains. That is not useful yet.
It could be. We have pots on, and there is a red rupee engrave 2 entrance.
But we can't get over there, right?
We can't get over there on Tony's side right now. But there are, I believe, like 6 or 8 pots in Grave 3. But probably best to save a trip for next cycle. And we'll probably be taking our first look into a dungeon right now. We'll see if we have entrance shuffle or not.
Where was Picto?
Picto was in one of the snowballs in Goron Village. Giant's Mask, Deku Nuts.
Okay, so they really are completely aligned.
So I'd like to say none of these big snowballs in Twin Islands, none of those are randomized. Ooh, there's a sword!
Oh, nice. So that'll leave Tony pretty well set up to check the late night swordsman school this cycle.
Yes.
The pot's in there. There's that Picto box.
So far it looks like we don't have entrance shuffle, but can't be too sure with just one dungeon.
Yeah, we are at 7 sanities, 7 shuffle categories right now.
So I think for minimum categories, it only counts for things that shuffle checks, I think. Or add checks, rather. So I think every Mystery Sea will have at least 5 categories that add checks. And there's no maximum. Besides for hints, I guess, because there's only limited hint space.
And they get less and less likely the more you have. But yeah.
Yes.
So you're saying that the ones that are actually adding checks right now are Pot Sandy, Cows, Freestanding, Rupees, Blue and Over, Regional Gossips, and Snowballs.
Yes, so we do have the 5 minimum. Ooh, we're gonna see these pots. And looks like they did not matter. So Tony will not be punished for skipping those pots. So I believe there are 3 pots added to Snowhead Temple. So this pot right here, and then 2 on the little safety net a little higher up. And there are 3 red rupees that are frozen in ice in that icicle room.
Yeah.
There's no blue rupees. And we have snowballs also in that icicle room.
And did we see if if that first door was locked?
I did not see. Ooh, that's a big chest. Honestly, with all of these settings, it's probably going to be very rare to have a big chest on. Oh, Tony falling.
Yeah,
I don't think
there are some pots down here.
Those ones, I believe, are not shuffled. Ooh, Sonaholic going for Hugo.
I was wondering if either of them would. Like, if they get a temple clear here, then Darmani will be really easy to get to.
That is true. If there's something on Darmani, then Sonaholic could have a good lead.
You could definitely just use Keg Trial to get into Goron Racetrack. Yeah. And they could even do that without beating the temple since they have fires.
Light arrows!
Light arrows.
So, what do we have left? So, we have 2 unfulfilled wasps.
Looking for
we
ice
need
arrows.
Deku. The ice arrows are in Path to Snowhead Ledge. So we have Deku, Zora, Hook. But we do need Keg and Mirror Shield. So we have 5 items. And we have 2 unfulfilled wasps. We can get a hint for Keg from the bomb shot with Goron. And this will be Lens for Sonaholic. So, okay, so that door is unlocked, so we do not have a small key shuffle today.
I think we have 6 items outstanding. With Dekuzora, Hookshot, Mirror, Keg, but we can hit that, and Icon Access.
Oh, we do have Gibdo. Wait, Gibdo
Oh, we
was...
do have Gibdo. Yeah.
Gibdo was in
in a snowball. There's
Oh!
Hookshot.
And another
That's
sword!
interesting, because if Tony finishes this temple right now, he won't have access to that snowball anymore.
That is true.
So that could give Sana a real edge for, Oh, Tony is in his, like, night 3, so he'll reset pretty quick, but when will he get back to Mountain Village? Maybe if he does, Smithy 1, he'll
Nothing on
decide to
Darmani.
do... But yeah, if he beats this temple, he's gonna do Darmani in spring, so he might not even think to go up to the ledge in winter again.
This is an interesting peak.
Yeah.
Just realized Sonaholic is stuck with that Deku Princess for the rest of the cycle.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's just a refill on milk. So now we have 4 missing items with 2 unfulfilled boss, and one of our items can be hinted.
Well, he doesn't have a logical way to get up there, does he? Oh wait, yeah, no, he
Just the vanilla way.
Yeah. Did you see the, oh, there's bombs.
I did not see if Sonaholic got Gibdo or not. But we do have a bomb bag on Tony's side.
It'd be a bummer if Sonaholic missed Gibdo.
It's been a very loaded Norse.
Yeah, which makes sense considering how sparse our selection was before we came up here. Sana choosing not to enter Snowhead right now. Oh, maybe he wants to turn in Letter to Mama? But he still doesn't have that, right?
I don't believe he does.
Robbing his bank, I guess. Can you check that chest fairy in that room?
I think Tony had peeked it before. I think it was just a brown chest.
Sonaholic may have missed some snowballs. I'm not clear on whether he actually missed Gibdo. It's not on his tracker, and the other stuff that was picked up in snowballs right around then was, so I know our trackers were paying attention. So he really might have missed Gibdo. We'll keep an eye on his menu when he pulls it up. No boss rando. Or at least probably not.
I think we have enough randomized.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full pot
But you
sanity
never
with some rupee shuffle. There's a lot to keep track of here. A lot going on.
Definitely. Plus snowballs. Yeah.
Plus snowballs.
The three of those add so much junk to the pool.
They do.
Oh.
There we go.
Sonaholic got into Snowhead without collecting arrows.
Getting
Fair
a little...
point. There was in a snowball in Goron Village, which we definitely saw on Tony's side.
We have Eponas off of Boss Blue Wart.
No Gibdo?
I could have sworn I saw Gibdo on Tony's side.
side?
Let's just see when...
Or no
when
Gibdo on Sana's side. So getting an opponent's song is gonna send Tony the graveyard and west, which is a lot to cover looking for hookshot.
Yeah, at the very least, you know, it can't be pushed fully east since he won't have hookshot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be quite a bit of time before Tony goes for that hookshot. Unless of going up and... I assume Tony will heal Darmani. Maybe
Yeah,
that'll
I
remind
think
him
so.
that there's some
I mean-
snowballs up there.
Oh,
or
he's
not.
not even healing Darmani. Oh, because he doesn't have lens because he didn't do Hugo.
Oh, yep, that's right. That's right.
Okay, so yeah, maybe he'll,
Tony, Spring
Maybe.
Pot! Spring Pot, there's also a red rupee underneath the smithy.
yeah.
There's some rocks you can break. You know, with like 30 checks in the racetrack, I'll be very surprised if there isn't anything there.
For sure. And, yeah, I mean, if I were either of these runners, I'd definitely consider doing keg trial for it. Although, we know keg is going to be required, so you could, like, try to gamble on waiting till you find it.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony is prioritizing the snowballs at least that are only available in springtime, which is good. I don't know how many there are, but there are quite a few. And remembering
Yeah.
this.
Maybe Sana reset before doing Snowhead in case he found Keg. Hoping to be able to use it on Ranch.
Wait, did Tony check Path to Snowhead snowballs?
I don't think so.
Okay.
The springtime
Might have
ones.
just. Yeah. We also have Spring Pot that's on top of the smithy. It's okay.
Yeah.
There's so many settings. There's so many settings.
Yeah.
So many checks.
Well, we'll see what Sana checks after. There's Cafe, but... Oh, he does have Letter to Mama. He doesn't have Cow Mask, so he can't check it. Or running out of magic. Just...
No.
Yeah. Gonna have to go back down to get more.
So all of the pots and snowballs that are around owl statues will never be randomized. Those ones are considered supply snowballs and pots, so they won't be randomized.
Not having hookshot is also gonna lock Tony out of ice arrows, for what that's worth. Really just like if he gets GBT access, he can't go in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's also hookshot locked anyway.
Oh, that's mirror.
Okay. So you thank goodness he didn't reset. Because that is definitely required. As far as who's in the lead right now, it's pretty hard to say. I guess the big things on each side is Tony skipped hookshot on the Mountain Village Winter Ledge, and Sana skipped Gibdo Mask, we think, in the Goron Village Snowballs. So they're both gonna have to go back north in winter. You can't get that Gibdo Mask in spring, right? Those snowballs are gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, so they'll both have to go back in winter. So...
Stone Tower Temple for that keg, so that is probably the loss for Stone Tower Temple. Because I believe, even though that is hinted, you can still have it be the Way of the Hero item, I believe. Same thing with other text hints. So we are still looking for Deku and Zora as well. So one of them is probably gonna be in Ikana Graveyard. The other we don't.
Remaining Waff.
Yes.
But we had so we know there's a keg in Stone Tower Temple now. We know there's something in Graveyard. What was our other Waff? Termina Field, so fire arrows.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean that the Zora lock checks can't have anything. That could have Deku. But we already have the Waff fulfilled.
Yep.
Oh, so Fifth, what you're saying is that Keg doesn't fulfill the Waff in Stone Tower Temple. So we are in sort of a no-mode situation.
If all we need is Deku and Zora.
Yeah.
And Keg. Which seems right. Interesting.
So fifth, so like you could have Zora Cape Wave the hero, and the item off of Beavers could be the Woth. But in this case, we know that Keg is in Stone Tower Temple, so that removes it from eligibility of being the Woth. If I'm interpreting what you said correctly. We got a big chest in the Graveyard Grotto. Not the Woth, though.
Ooh, Elegy could be Woth just for locking Stone Tower Temple.
That could
And
be
then
it, too.
we're still in a casino for something.
That is true.
So we have some pots, some freestanding rupees, bats. Could be a potential other Woth.
Indeed we do.
Not that
Just
one.
an arrow. I mean, there's a lot of checks here.
Did Sonaholic not get that bomb bag?
Sonaholic has the bomb bag.
Okay, thank you. I guess in terms of the items they skipped, Sonaholic could be in a little bit better of shape because at least he could get bailed by Garo. Also, I think that Snowball is just like easier to decide to recheck.
Yeah, because
than the one
I mean,
up on the ledge.
Tony knows that that lens is logically required for
the ice arrows.
For the ice arrows.
That's true.
At some point, it's gonna be. That's a swamp title deed.
You cannot turn that in without Deku.
We have 2 pots over here. And it's just some money.
There's another couple at the bombable wall at the other side of that room. Are those not shuffled?
Yes, Elegy was the graveyard song.
Oh, Tony's gonna check Dampa's pots as well.
Yes.
I don't know if Sana did get lights.
I don't know either. But Sonaholic is
gonna
going
get
to
that.
check red rupee. And it is a red rupee!
Okay. Yeah, it seems like their tracker is missing twice. Good point. Well, that's not so good.
We're in that one room where you get rid of the freezers, and it's not the bridge room. It's the pillar room.
Yeah, the frozen Deku flower.
Yeah.
On the floor.
looking like it's probably gonna be Elegy for the Wasp. The Wasp to the Wasp.
Yeah.
Hate to see
Okay.
it. But just gotta like. Yep. Wasp to a Wasp.
Well, that'll keep it interesting. Because there are several more pots here, actually.
And I don't believe Tony went for the Garo hint. So
Well,
we don't
Tony
know where
does have
Garo is.
Gibdo.
Yeah.
Seen Smithy, either Smithy yet.
But Tony is in prime position right now to turn in that letter to Mama. To Madame Aroma.
Yes, yeah. Will he remember?
There's a
Yes,
lot
oh,
to
like,
remember. I don't blame him for forgetting.
Yeah.
Plus West is definitely the more dense play right now.
Yeah. It's like he's gonna peek Biobaba.
I think confirms. Well, actually, we still have a few blue rupees to check in Termina Field, so you still could find something.
Right, from the Songway. It's like Sonaholic's gonna do the Goron Race track pots.
Can't blame him. That's 30 checks right there.
Yeah.
And I think at this point, we have not seen a single Spider House token, so I think it's safe to say that Spider tokens are off, and boss keys are off. The only unknown right now for categories is frogs. As in, needing Danjiro's mask and talking to frogs. And we know Frog Choir is on and not required.
I didn't know Goron could hop on top of those posts. Pretty spry for a big guy.
Nothing on Tingle. And I think we've seen all the Tingle maps today, so Tingle got nothing.
Yep, that's that. So, Tony's gonna run out of stuff pretty quick in the West. Unless he finds something like a transformation mask.
More bombs in the racetrack. Ooh, FD.
Oh, FD.
Ooh, is it on?
Immediate check.
Oh
yes,
my gosh, it's
is.
on! We got FD Anywhere on. We
That
might not need those high zeros.
We might not need that Gibdo mask.
And, ooh, it's true. If Sonaholic knows the Gibdo Garo skip. Ooh, and Anju, we might
There's
be able to
some-
check
yeah.
frogs! We might be able to check frogs.
Oh, and gold dust. Okay. Good time to find that. That's French vanilla, even.
I miss what was on Macau. Probably nothing. Oh, letter to cafe. First pot in Great Bay Coast. Room key,
key.
which is dead.
Yeah. Guess LTK is also dead. We saw what was on cafe.
While Sonaholic has been, again, assuming that he knows the Garo Gibdo skip could be bailed out from the Gibdo, but we could still have something hiding in well.
We just got a Zora Cape Foolish on Tony's side. So now he's really depleted West very quickly. This looks like west or east for Sana, so we'll see. We'll see if he tries it.
We will see a few more checks from the Gwei.
Yeah.
Which are some more tournament field checks. Deku!
Ooh. Wow.
Ooh. So I believe now we know Zora has to be in Stone Tower Temple. So there's a keg and there's a Zora in Stone Tower Temple.
So that is no mode.
For restream.
Yes, not for either runner.
Yes.
Okay, so Sana will have to realize that the Gwei check has more to give.
Yes, and that light arrows are in Snowhead.
Yeah, I forgot.
We'd still have cows too. I guess there's nothing on cows.
Yeah, we haven't seen. We're just seeing first cows now, right? Have the tournament field cows even been checked?
Probably not, since we were kind of late on the explosives.
And Epona's song is pretty new.
That too. So
That is another way for tournament field to be WA. Although, yeah, I guess it can't really lead to anything required.
I will say a late Zora is quite nice because it really does eliminate, you know, Pirate's Fortress entirely
Yeah,
from being checked.
Pirates Fortress and PR, both. Even Zora Hall.
So, okay, so how many major items did we find in the north? There was Goron, Gibdo, bombs, hook, lens, which is required logically.
Lights,
Light arrows, ice arrows, captain's hat, mirror shield, fierce deity, 10, 10, 9 or 10?
Oh man, that was 10 already. FD is the only one of those that may not be required, and then Lens is not probably hard required.
So Tony's back in the north, so he might be thinking about some more snowballs.
Did Tony only just find Picto, or does it do that if it's reset?
I think it does that if it's reset.
Well, there's
Tony
Garo. Where was that swamp deed again?
That was... Oh, it wasn't one... It was either in Termina Field or in Graveyard. I think it was in Graveyard. I think. Maybe. It was in a Way of the Hero location. But it
yeah, I think
wasn't
it was in a pot
required.
in Graveyard.
A fifth whammy here with the statistics. About 3 in 1,000 mystery seeds will have red plus blue rupee shuffle, full pot sanity, and snowballs all at once. We've hit the jackpot here.
It seemed so light early on.
It did. Everything just exploded within the past hour.
I've been kind of wanting, maybe if you already have this, but I've been kind of wanting to make like a calculator to like see how unlikely certain combinations are. So that could even be useful while you're running, to just be able to say like, I have these sanities, like what's the chance that this one I haven't checked is on at this point?
Like doesn't have mirror, correct?
Sana doesn't have mirror, I think. That's true.
Yeah, that was on Path to Snowhead Snowball.
Okay, so they're back in Snowhead, which means they could get lights.
We have a Giant's Wallet on Tony's side. I don't remember what was on All Knight's Mask purchase. Did we even check All Knight's Mask? Did we? Yeah, we did.
It's foolish. Oh, All Knight's Mask purchase. I'm not sure, probably. I don't think it was anything.
Yeah, we probably did see it, yeah. Well, it can't be anything. At this point.
Yeah. But they don't know that.
Yeah, they don't know that.
So tough to be a runner. That was a reckless leap through the icy breath. Notably, we are gonna see Sana's light arrows here. I don't know what convinced him to come back, but it's a good thing he did.
This has been our only item so far that we found in a chest.
That's lights for Sana. So now he probably won't get Gibdo, but will get Garo, is my guess at this point. Assuming he gets the swamp title deed from Graveyard.
Oh. I didn't even know about those pots, if I'm gonna be honest. I have rolled full pot sanity, but I honestly didn't even know those existed.
Why you watch other runners?
That's why I watch other runners, yeah.
Oh! It'll pop off the platform for Tony. Okay, so we're back in spring on Sonaholic's side. So no Gibdo, but will he get Mirror? He will not get Mirror.
That will be another goat fight for Sonaholic.
Yeah.
As Mirror Shield is most certainly required since we've already found healing in storms and we started with no remains today.
There's a Sonata, so that's gonna be another temple.
It could be that Mirror could lead to Oath. Sonaholic could eventually get Oath Hint
That's
to find the
true.
Mirror Shield.
If we do have temples shuffled and Woodfall is GBT, will Tony have to reset to get out?
Yes. So
I guess
believe
that's not really a big deal.
might push him to because he can't do anything in GPT without Hook. Because it's nothing would be in logic without Hook. So I'll tell him that Hook is somewhere else, at the very least. That is Zeros for Sonaholic.
God, if only he'd gone there in the spring. Are the ice platforms gone in the spring?
I don't know. I know the ice platforms are gone to Lens Cave in the spring. I'm not sure about those
Yeah.
ones though. Okay. The blue rupee in Woodfall is indeed a blue rupee.
Alright, he's heading back towards Gibdo, we'll see.
Confirmation from Pojo that the ice platforms are still there and path to Snowhead in the spring.
It's like Sonaholic is rechecking these snowballs. So could find his Gibdo here.
Still like a couple snowballs back here that I don't think either runner checked. Or maybe Sonaholic did check those ones and I missed it.
Oh, another bow. I'm like pretty surprised that Sonaholic is doing this when he just got opponent's song. Like, what makes him think he missed something here?
Maybe he realized that he was orphaning some snowballs? I don't know. I think it was the one right by the Deku Scrub is the one that he missed.
Like, he hasn't been west yet, right?
Nope.
He must have skipped a bunch.
There we go.
Yeah. And now he leaves immediately. It's like he knew there was something there.
So now,
I don't know. I would've.
the tricky thing for Sonaholic now is that Deku Mask, which was off of one of the Termina Field Gwei checks. That's only accessible with Epona or Goron.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm seeing in chat, Sonaholic was back there because he checked the Road to Icona hint, which hints Garo, which is also in Goron Village, so that's how he ended up back there. He does have to do that way for the Deku Mask.
And that is another Termina Field Way of the hero. That Deku Mask. Find the Deku Mask on this Termina Field cleanup, but still that Mirror Shield is going to be put off for quite a while.
Yeah, that's gonna be such a drag. Yeah, best case it's for Oath.
So, if you were to not start with a sword or shield, when would you, like, buy a shield?
I would probably just buy it as soon as I got the opportunity. But I'm not a racer.
Same, I'll probably find it, unless if I somehow find Mirror Shield first.
Have we seen anything good in Woodfall? I guess we don't really expect to, but any bait?
I don't think we've seen any bait, which is good.
So will he check the frog here?
That'll be interesting.
Is the boss key chest is always junked. Unless it's boss keys on, right?
Not necessarily. The boss key could have something.
Okay.
I mean, as in the chest could.
Yeah.
There's also 4 pots in that little alcove.
That's true, yeah. Gotta go in there. Does that guy in Road to Icona who gives you the Garo hint, that always points to the Garo mask and not Gibdo, right?
Yes, it's always Garo. It's just coincidence this time.
Yeah. Sana must really be like, okay, I don't know what happened there.
Where are we going, Sana? Oh, that's right. We do have this grotto. I don't think Sonaholic checked yet, or maybe you did.
Also checking snowballs.
had the frog mask, right? Another sword!
What was that? Oh, nice.
Not bait, but...
I'm pretty sure Tony... No, maybe the frog mask was in Goron Raceway, so Tony
Oh, yeah,
doesn't
you're
have
right.
it.
You're right. So I don't think any of these pots... These ones are like supply pots. The only pots in Woodfall Temple that are shuffled are... the one pot at the very start of the dungeon, and then the 4 pots by the boss key chest.
The ones in Adala's room are not shuffled.
No, I don't think they are.
Good to know. Tony's got a lot of tricks for Woodfall.
At least it doesn't look like there has been much bait in Woodfall for Tony.
Yeah, that's good.
Tony's brave. I would have shot down those dragonflies.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh
Peeked him out just enough. Wow.
Sonaholic giving us our first look at Ikana Canyon. Oh, look, an empty boss room.
He's not healing the gossip stone.
Honestly, if I have ice arrows here and I don't have Zora, I'll just freeze these guys.
I like doing the hook skip.
I do too, it's just, those guys are just too annoying.
They are really annoying. I also just suck at the Zora, like, flippy thing.
Where are we going, Tony?
Did he
Ooh.
check the princess scoop?
I don't think he did, but at this point, the princess scoop could only be a Zora egg. No, not a Zora egg. What can it be? It could have been
Little
a
Poe.
mushroom, a regular Poe, a fairy, or hot spring water, which
Yeah,
I don't
kinda
think.
whatever, I guess.
Yeah, so nothing that Tony would need. Oop, Tony gonna be
Meanwhile,
checking.
we're getting a Pamela.
Why not? You got healing and storms. You have elegy.
Yeah.
You're gonna go up Stone Tower and probably beat it, so might as well just check Pamela.
Yeah.
So Tony gonna do Goron Racetrack.
Yeah, we're at least back north in the winter. But will he do Hugo right after? I mean, I'm figuring he's not going up to that ledge unless he's also healing Darmani.
That is true.
So,
unless he's that much of a Hugo skipper that he just, you know, go up just for the snowballs and not heal Darmani.
That would be a huge power play here. But yeah, it doesn't feel great to like carry this across Twin Islands and then go back and carry the sirloin across Twin Islands.
He'll do Kick
We'll
Trial,
see.
but not Hugo. I mean, Kick Trial is, 30 checks.
Yeah, this is
Hugo
the
is
better
1.
one. Well, it's 3 if you remember the snowballs. And also, I guess Lens offers some other, like, Shiro opportunity.
Lens also gives, like, I think... There's, like, Lens shenanigans with Icona Castle, too.
Tony, where you going? Okay.
Maybe rechecking the snowball. There's a thief.
Yeah. Which is the only, like, huge thing in here, right?
There might have been some bait. I forget. Oh, we have Frog Mask, I think, is somewhere in here.
Mm-hmm.
And Letter to Cafe, but we know that's dead, so.
Some real sanity in these pots, yeah.
Some real insanity, honestly. Oh, and the gold dust. I guess
Oh,
that's a little
yeah.
bit of bait. Which I'm surprised nobody's checked Smithy 1.
I
Right?
think Sonaholic did check Smithy 1.
Okay.
And it was nothing. I couldn't see what it was, but he didn't go back for it. Anyone check Bank 3? Tony's gonna be real close.
I think Tony would be close. I think Sonaholic doesn't have the Giant's Wallet because it was in Swamp Spider House.
Oh, okay.
Truefist. Stockpot in Foolish does take care of a good amount of the bait. Like with Cafe's mask. You don't have to do midnight meeting.
Yeah, just the letter to mama. That was nice timing on Sana's side for the nighttime, because that should reset the blocks, right? It won't show the animation of the old ones moving back.
Yeah, imagine a mountain village wath instead of, a Kana graveyard wath. For elegy that leads just to another wath.
Yeah, that would be nice. There are some pots in Stone Tower here. I think that's what Sana's looking at.
I mean, Hugo's not hard required in this seed. Just soft, logically required.
As far... Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely.
I mean, Tony's gotta be thinking about, the climb at some point.
The Mountain Village ledge climb.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
I mean, what's he got left? Treasure chest minigame? Deku Playground?
Someone checked treasure chest minigame. I guess it was Sana. Bank 3.
There really isn't much that Tony can find that'll lead him astray. Whereas Sana's gonna find Zora here somewhere, and Keg, which is gonna lead him further and further from that Deku mask.
Yeah, he's
and away
gonna
from
have
Mirror
so
Shield.
much to do. And the Terminal Field Wath is satisfied as far as he's concerned.
Exactly.
Tony will also have to go back to North at some point to get the ice arrows, at least.
Well, not necessarily. Tony might just... Actually, Tony doesn't know the FD's on, does he?
Oh, we didn't try it?
I don't think he has. Unless if I'm mistaken, which I could be.
Be surprised. I mean, I didn't see him try it either. But it's kind of a big thing to forget, especially when, like, ice arrows are kind of annoying to pick up and you could skip them.
Yeah, really the only bait that Tony could find is, like, Bremen's mask. That's probably the worst one that he could find. Ooh, are we going to see those 3 pots or buy the potion shop that get a reset when you beat Woodfall Temple?
We'll see. I wonder, can you make this, like, bomb jump in STT, or ISTT that Sonaholic was just trying to do with, use your steady in that?
Sure.
To get to the button that generates the chest.
So, one thing about all of this in Stone Tower Temple is that there's only one check in Inverted Stone Tower that's in logic for him right now. Everything else is Deku Lock. Unless there's some FD logic stuff. But I don't think there is.
Well, are you even? Yeah. So the one check in logic would be like this bridge check. Then.
The very first check with like shooting a light arrow at.
Oh, sure, that's definitely. Okay, so the bridge check is just out of logic because you're not supposed to make any of these numerous bomb jumps.
No. Oh, looks like Aroma and Bar was just a fairy. Time to check frogs. I guess. Bless you.
Oh yeah, I forgot, thank you, that Tony is famously dedicated to skipping Hugo. That's so true. That came out in like 2 seasons ago as a tournament deciding factor.
Oh, I don't think we have frogs on. So.
Yeah. Bummer.
We'll see how dedicated he is if he just learns an lensless climb or not.
It's not super hard, like, if you're willing to just, like, fall and then count.
Moon's Tear.
Seeing if we can get some info from the Keaton quiz. So he can tell you what song Romani has for you.
Yeah. So we know it's either New Wave or Oath.
It's really not that useful. Either way.
Yeah, especially with Keg Hint. Ooh, ooh. Where are we going, Tony?
Hugo? This could be Hugo.
Did he cave? He's doing Hugo?
I
He's
never
gonna
thought
be
I'd see
so
the
mad.
day. Yeah, it's gonna be like, alright, I picked up Hugo to do Darmani. I'm one step away from Darmani. Here's Hookshot.
Where are we going? A snowball.
There's one, Neuro. But he may have just changed his spots. Yeah. Unless
You
he
know,
remembered that he skipped those 4 pots.
I was just about to say he might just be doing this for the pots and not for Hugo.
That would be so naughty of him if he came all the way up here.
No, we're doing
Yeah,
Hugo.
he's doing it.
But imagine.
Well, this is definitely... Well, I don't know. I was gonna say this is giving Sonaholic a lead.
I think
Tony does
this
have
is.
Woodfall.
I think this will be putting Tony in a pretty good spot since, well,
That Deku is gonna be so annoying for Sana to find, and the Mirror Shield is not gonna be nice either.
exactly. Whereas this is the hardest decision Tony had to make is doing Hugo. Sonaholic hardest decisions is redoing Goat and to do snowballs in Path to Snowhead and
Right.
remembering to do the rest of the Gwei checks, which
Yeah, which are both pretty nasty if he gets Dora and Keg.
Mystery got Tony to feed Hugo. Indeed, Mystery did. Snowball sanity has made Tony feed Hugo.
These settings have broken many strong men. Hugo looks so stupid. Like my third eye open.
That's what I was thinking. It's time.
Oh, he's gonna check the hot spring water too. While he's up there, looks like. Pretty good beat.
I think the only thing Sonaholic has to get rid of that Dexy hand is bombs.
Yeah.
Just bombs and Zora. But no Zora yet.
There it is. There was a sword there?
Yeah, I think that was Sonaholic's first sword. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony is looking pretty good. He's gonna go east, get his Stone Tower Wath, and he'll have the Deku to clear whatever he has to clear.
I gotta imagine that Tony will fully clear Stone Tower Temple. I'm looking for both Zora and that keg. So
yeah, he'll clear until he has both of those. Then he's in go mode, I think. Hugo, if true.
oh yeah, Tony hasn't tried Fierce Deity yet.
Oh yeah. I was just thinking like, I didn't see Sona setting the Scarecrow song, but forgot you can just make that last jump.
Yeah, you can just make that last jump with Fierce Deity, and I believe it is in Logic. Again, you still need Lens for Path to Snowhead Ledge, but you might not need Hook if you have Fierce Deity.
Oh.
That was very rude.
Yeah, so maybe he really has not checked FD anywhere. Which I feel like that's like the first thing I do whenever I get FD. I'm just so excited to know.
You know, I'd say those ice arrows are in a pretty appropriate location. You know, they're in the north. It's snowing. It's pretty icy.
Yeah, they should like turn into fire arrows in spring.
Exactly.
Dynamic items.
What was it that they have in Ocarina of Time Rando? The blue fire ice arrows or something?
Oh yeah. I've seen those.
That's what they turn it into in spring.
I'm picturing like fast switching, like the items in old Mario games where it's like it's a star, no, it's a feather, no, it's a like flashing between. I guess it's a little nervy of me to call that old Mario games when it's like one gaming generation before this.
Oh, it isn't guaranteed that Zora Mask itself is in Stone Tower Temple, but it's gotta lead probably to Zora.
Yeah, it has to if Keg is not allowed to be the wasp there.
Wait, did we find Keg in the room before? Or not? Okay, never mind.
I don't think so. Yeah, the random chance blocks. Tumble talk. You calling over 30 old?
You have like, what is it? 8, 11. We have a lot of checks in that room before Twin Mold. By the way,
we don't check those. Oh, the freestanding rupee ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, we don't have Dungeon Shuffle or Boss Room Shuffle today.
No. Don't. Didn't it already do enough? Okay, so we've got both runners at 2 dungeons down, 2 to go. But Sonaholic is basically just missing these 2 key items. And hasn't found anything in Stone Tower Temple yet. probably will find at least one. Can he full clear without Zora or Deku? He can't, right? He can't actually like get in the whole segment of STT that's got like the lava floor and the statue guys.
Sonaholic can do everything except there's like a light arrow switch in the water room. But you can always go around the left side like the vanilla normal way.
Well, he can get in there with
I think you can get to the Gara Master without Zora.
Yeah, there's the sun switch to create the ladder in the room right before that, so he can do that.
As far as the chest in that room that doesn't have the fire around it, I think you need Deku logically for it. I don't know if there's any fancy way you can get it without Deku, but...
Yeah, I think that's probably too far away for, like, FD to jump the gap. We'll just see what he gets, but I think Tony knows he's like in no mode at this point. Like, he should know that all he has to do is like clear Stone Tower Temple until he finds his Zora and Keg. So I would say it's probably Tony's game to lose.
Yes, I agree.
There's something here.
This could... What is this music?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's Flintstone. I missed what was in the chest on Sonaholic's side.
It was just a heart container.
Oh, what? Must all be on, like, left side.
Yeah, left side is what I think is inaccessible without Zora.
No, you can just do it the vanilla way. Just by, you know, going
the
through
LG
the palm.
buttons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's 2 crates, so you really only need 1 weighty transformation.
Yeah, you can just use the Dexy hand to get up onto the ledge in the water room.
That's true. Tony's going for some pots. He does still have a Scarecrow, so nice. But then this means that Tony doesn't realize that all he has to do is clear Stone Tower Temple.
No.
But that should be fine, because, like, he'll waste a tiny bit of time getting these pots, but, like, he's gonna full clear Stone Tower Temple anyway. Or you could just put on that Gara mask.
Maybe he's thinking about Bank 3. Unless we already got it.
Oh. Shooting them with light arrows doesn't make them give more money, does it?
Guess not.
Ooh.
Oops.
Oh, he broke a crate. Almost did it again.
What are we gonna find here? Are we just gonna find Zora and Keg? Or find Keg and something else?
Surprised we haven't found anything yet. On Sonaholic's side, obviously.
So I think the only pot added here to Stone Tower Temple is just a single pot for the Wizrobe fight in an inverted Stone Tower. I don't think there are any other pots.
Couldn't tell you, honestly. Well, he's definitely doing everything in the repertoire to avoid going into the temple. He couldn't have misread the hint as Stone Tower, right? His notes say STT Qua.
He has it on his tracker as STT, so he knows it's Stone Tower Temple. That's the way of the hero. He might have misread the Keg hint.
Could be.
But you know, it has been a long evening. He might think it's Stone Tower, not Stone Tower Temple for the Wath.
He's worried there are more pots.
You know what? That's fair. There are a lot
Yeah.
of bots in this game. 158 checks added, so can't blame him.
Temple's really not being nice to Sonaholic though. I don't even
my
understand like where this stuff is.
I think it has to be that one Deku Lock chest. It has Zora, and then the Zora lock chest that you have to shoot a light arrow at has the Keg, because I don't think Sonaholic found either.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh man. Well, you know, that is for the best for Sonaholic because he really needs to get pushed back to his existing checks to catch that Deku and Mirror Shield.
Yeah, I think pot sanity's probably the hardest setting.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Even
'Cause at
like
least
all freestanding rupees is like, I don't know, they stand out in my mind more.
yeah, because I mean, like, you can see them, or like there's something, even if they're hidden, like, you can see where they are. Whereas the pots, there's just so many pots in the game, and like you have to go check them all, because you're not gonna remember every single pot that's turned on. That too, at least with the green rupees, they're usually in big batches together as well.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh, but
that
Sana,
one's nothing. That chest that was on the ice arrow, or the fire arrow ice switch. There's Deku though. That's huge. Because he can get Oath. Well, it depends what song is on Romani still. But it's 50-50 that he could get Oath Hint for the Mirror Shield.
yeah, I assume Sonaholic's gonna, head to Deku Palace and do all those Deku lock checks first before dipping back into Stone Tower Temple.
I guess that's fair, but also, like, he knows that's Wath.
It's true too.
Maybe from his perspective, he figures, like, he has a casino for something, so he might as well clear the checks that are right where he is first.
That's right, that Moon's Tear was found in Stone Tower Temple. I think it was off of Gomez. I think.
That's true. I guess that is still clearing Stone Tower Temple stuff. We haven't seen the fire ring chest, which was Deku locked to get anyway. Is that right?
The one in the route before the Garo Master?
No, the fire ring in the room with the vents. Like,
So that one's only turned on if not if all fairies are on, because you have to hit the
right.
switch on uninverted first.
Yeah, one of the flip chests. Good call.
It's the one
Oh,
pot. The one
there are
pot.
pods here?
There are pots there. It's only one of them.
Tony, are you bailing? Oh, he really did read the keg hint as... Well, actually, no. That could have just been the logical spot to soar back to the
Yeah, I think he was
entrance.
just back to the entrance. Yeah.
So hopefully he keeps clearing.
So I think. So Keg is either in. Keg has to be an uninverted, and is either in the Zora lock chest or in the Deku lock chest.
Oh man, 3 hours? No, it hasn't been. 2:37. We did miss the 2 hours though.
I think Wait,
There's
wait,
Keg.
there's Keg. Wait, so this...
What a spot for a death.
Wait. Well,
So with
I think that's
Tony-
go mode on Tony's side
Yeah.
then. Does Sonaholic have Keg? I don't remember. Sonaholic would have gone to check Keg by now.
Yeah, he must have not gotten it yet.
But we are in go mode on Tony's side. And now Tony finds out about FD.
Oh my god, Tony. Well, that's still nice for GBT.
So, we'll be clicking go mode on Tony's side once all the songs are got. I think Sonaholic checked some of the blue rupees in the room before Twin Mold, but not all of them.
I know he was in there, but in uninverted, I think. So he would have only been peeking that stuff. Or in... whichever one. There on the ceiling. Yeah, because he beat Garo Master and then he went through to that room. Yep, we just need remaining songs, which is gonna be Egos and Romani. Don't know which is which. Yeah, you're right. Keg is not marked. Yeah, we never saw a Keg on Sonaholic's side. He wasn't in the right room with the right orientation.
Mirror is in Path to Snowhead. Specifically
Springtime.
in springtime, inside of a snowball. And Sonaholic did not check that.
And I think Sonaholic already did 2 goat fights. As it is.
I think so too. No, wait, no, I think Sonaholic only did 1 and then went back into Snowhead to pick up lights. I don't know if he did
Oh,
2.
maybe you're right. Yeah.
I could be mistaken. This has been a doozy of a seed. It started off with a super bottleneck into magic on that one pot in Termina Field.
Yeah, that was sneaky.
That was very sneaky. It really did look like just a normal magic pot. And then 10 items in the north, right? Something like that.
Yeah, we counted 10, like, important with at least, like, 8 hard required. I guess, Ice Arrows wasn't hard required because of FD.
Well, either Ice Arrows or FD were hard required, one or the other.
That's fair, yeah. And they were both in the north.
Exactly. So to recap, Goron, Garo, and Gibdo, bombs, hookshot, lens, Picto, ice arrows, light arrows, captain's hat, mirror shield, and fierce deity. We're all in the north.
Yeah, Picto had nothing.
Picto had nothing, but it's on the tracker. New wave off of mirror shield, so Sonaholic can't depend on Oath Hint for mirror shield.
Oh. It's such an awkward endgame too, with like you're gonna find Keg near the end. So you gotta reset to get your O's.
Could be worse. It could be Keg 4 O's.
It can always be worse. Well, it is Keg 4 O's.
Oh, it is keg for oath. It could have been keg for oath, but off of oath hint. As in,
That's
like, you have to
true.
get oath hint first, but at least we have the keg hint.
Yeah, that'd be brutal if you finish all your temples and you're like, where's the oath? And then you have to recycle. Assuming you didn't finish everything day one.
This is when you find your oath song item in the last temple that you're doing. So then you have to watch the oath hint anyway.
Yeah. Well. Not gonna do that.
Nope, not today.
Has Tony even used his Zora mask once?
No.
It's like actually just for accessing and doing GBT. I do want to ask if we manage to get Tony in here after the race, whether he would have done anything differently if he'd realized that FD was anywhere earlier.
I thought you just meant in general, as in doing Hugo earlier.
Well, if he had realized FD was for anywhere, like, he might not have done Hugo, because you could have, like, that would have put the ice arrows in logic without lens. It's, like, iffy.
Hey, look, Zora.
It's not logical to skip into Ranch with FD, right?
Oh, that is illegal.
Okay, so Keg was required. Also, you actually needed Keg to get FD anyway.
Sonaholic not even fighting the Wizrobe, just going straight for the pot.
I think he already fought the Wizrobe.
Did he? He didn't have Deku to get over there. Where did the Zora mask go? Did it despawn?
Oh man.
No.
He could just die.
Or maybe
just
it got
burn
melted by
himself.
the Wizrobe. I don't think it can get melted, but it is the Zora.
That works too.
I feel like it's even harder to pick up fairies and fairy items as FD, because like it looks like a big hitbox, but it's really not.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh! did the Wizard destroy it? Like, I can't tell.
I don't know. This is brutal.
Like at this point, I think that Wizrobe needs to die. Meanwhile, on Tony's side, we are gonna see a nice Great Bay Temple. Wait, Tony, you gotta do your double times.
Yeah, that's so true. There's the Zora. Ooh. Is he not staying for Keg?
think so.
Did he get the keg hint? On the other hand, he is going back to springtime, it seems like.
The real question is, will Tony use the Fierce Deity mask to bypass a good portion of GPT or not?
I want to say yes, but if he didn't think to check that if it was FD Anywhere, then he might not be super familiar with the FD Anywhere tricks. By the end of this tournament, everyone's going to be like so on top of these tricks.
Yeah, it looks like Tony's gonna go for the green switches.
Yeah, no reason to go in here if you're in go mode, unless you're going for switches. Clean swim, though. So that switch is required to turn the red spout on, right?
No, that one was the green switch, so that's just for the ending right before the boss door. So the boss door, the green switches can be ignored with FD because FD can jump from. Basically, FD can jump to the boss door.
Yeah,
but you have to reverse
sense.
the flow in order to get to the boss door.
That makes a lot of sense. I really just never thought about like which switches go to which pipes. Like they are color coded. I didn't even think about that. But
Sonaholic doing some vanilla goat strats, just hitting the legs.
Oh, where's your FD? I guess he does have GFS. Tony not using FD even for that ledge grab.
Tony's sticking to his principles.
Look, he already had to do Hugo, so and insult on injury, it turned out he didn't have to do Hugo. So I can't blame him.
I mean, Hugo not hard required, but required. It's either you do Hugo or you do, you know, lensless climb. Since you still need hook regardless of anything.
That's true. Lensless climb is like not that bad.
I mean, I could do it once upon a time. I don't think I could do it right now, though.
I can't do it like without falling at all. But I can make it happen. So I can only imagine that Sonaholic is doing this for spring snowball checks. Which means he is potentially gonna hit go mode if he gets egg also. Oh, where's he going?
Where are we going? Oh, we're just going. We're just going to
Okay.
Snowhead.
That can be okay. There are also snowballs up near the temple.
Here we go.
But yeah, he's gonna get it.
There we go.
Okay, so probably he did get the keg hint, given that he's stopping there.
Tony. He'll be a bit close, but I think he could pull out a sub 3 hour.
Yeah, I'd believe it with FD.
Yeah.
He is gonna have some time to kill, though.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You know, out of all of our items that we found in the north, 5 of them were in snowballs. Goron, Garo Gibdo, Hook, Captains, Lights.
Well, the lights weren't in a
Oh,
snowball.
sorry. They were in a chest. I think the only important item we found in a chest.
Yeah, which is funny since there were 2 key items in STT, which is full of chests. But it has a lot of pots and rupees too.
That's true.
Do you have a calculation of like max possible check count for a mystery seed?
So, I think Pot Sanity adds the most amount of checks. And then, I don't know what's next. It's probably freestanding rupees, but there are quite a bit of ribbon checks on the notebook as well.
I guess like nothing. Like if you pick the 2 hard checks that have the most, the 2 hard categories that have the most checks, and then add everything else that doesn't affect gossip stones, then like that's technically possible.
Oh yeah,
Just really unlikely.
Red, blue, and green rupees is definitely more than notebook entries, but if we want maximum checks, we probably want blue, green. Oh, I don't know. That's a good calculation because, like, if we keep the red and blue rupees, then that opens up another hard option so we can put on ribbons. That's a good question.
But the meetings only isn't hard, right?
The meetings aren't hard, but ribbons are.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now probably I think adding 119 checks with the green rupees probably more than what you get from ribbons. So we probably want the red, blue, green rupees along with pot sanity, along with snowballs, because snowballs isn't a hard option as far as I know.
No.
And then we can have notebook meetings. I want to say fairies, as in the ones you do with the sticks. There's quite a few there.
Yeah, I mean everything else we can just add because it's like technically possible, just low probability to have it all. So butterflies, gossip stones, frogs, chops, soils.
Not necessarily, because like
It's a
there is a hint limit. There is a hint limit. So
yeah, so you'd have to be careful with the ones that affect hints. Meanwhile, Tony's making pretty short work of our big bad here.
yes, with FD.
He also got tracker percent. Love to see it. Sonaholic did find the keg and is in what I would consider go mode. Just finishing up getting their oath.
And
That's
GG's
GG.
Tony.
Just under 3 hours.
Yeah. Welcome
Hey.
in, welcome in.
Oh.
How's it going?
Well, Sona, where were you at?
I just got my keg. I mispeaked it when I went into Stone Tower,
I see.
and then I had to go. I was like, all right. I did not get my Zora on my first trip in there too, so I was like, all right, let me just go back through these dungeons, double check these. And then I seen that I missed the snowballs in spring for Path to Snowhead also. So
Yeah,
it was a
Mirror
lot of
Shield was there, so.
yeah, it was a lot of backtracking for me. I just
Oh, dude, I had a rough time too at certain points. Dude, at the start, I'm pretty sure I last locationed the magic, even though I checked it really early, because I just did not see that it was magic whenever I hit the pot the first time. I genuinely thought nothing came out of the pot.
I did the same thing.
That's crazy. I could not see it for the life of me.
There was
and
like
then yeah, the
solid,
hook shot took a long while, but
there was like a solid few minutes that the commentators were saying it's gotta be the Gossip Stone on the path to Mountain Village unblocks us.
oh yeah, because you can
seemed to be,
access that. That's
all
so
that
true.
was left.
Because we also thought it was a magic jar, so
yeah, we knew the
Well,
other
like, I
magic
couldn't even
was on
tell-
Ranch.
I couldn't even
Aliens.
tell that. I didn't even see that it was a magic jar. I just didn't see anything, and so like I couldn't even like if it was a magic jar, I probably would have gone over to try it because I do not trust my eyes enough as is to be able to tell the difference between a magic upgrade and a magic jar. But yeah, that was I mean, I'm glad I went back for it at the very least.
Yeah, I literally had the exact same situation where I was like, but I seen it. And I was like, oh, it must be just a fill up then.
Yeah,
and then I
yeah,
went
yeah.
back later on and got it, and I was like, oh, this was where magic was the whole time.
Yeah. And then
But yeah, I just warped to Ranch, and it was about to get my oath.
Yep. I was able to get the Zora mask and the keg on my first trip into ISTT without ever going into STT. I delayed Goron Racetrack forever just because I forgot it existed. Having that bomb bag before going into Snowhead Temple would have been nice.
I did Snowhead and then did keg challenge.
Yeah.
But I as soon as I got Goron, I immediately did Hugo for my lens, and then went up and got my hook shot right before going to do Darmani.
Yes, you got hookshot pretty early then compared to me. I did so much actually. I got the Goron and I just waited on getting the lens forever, and I just didn't want to climb lensless because I didn't want to. And like,
Yeah,
I don't know,
around
the value of those 2 snowballs up there, it's like pretty small.
Yeah, you both. So Tony, you skipped hookshot right around when Sonaholic skipped Gibdo, which was in a snowball around Goron Village. And so like up to then, you had been pretty like routing pretty much the same in pretty much the same position, and then it was suddenly like, oh, they've both missed like a key item. What now?
That's crazy. I thought when I got that magic so late, I was actually screwed. But I'm glad to know that there is just enough going wrong with that seed.
Yeah, there was just everything was going wrong.
Yeah. That's so funny, like, Captain's Hat was in Path to Snowhead big snowballs, and then Mirror Shield was in Path to Snowhead tiny snowballs.
Yeah,
It was a
I think-
massive amount. Go ahead,
I think we
Katie.
counted 5 key items in snowballs alone and 10 important items alone in the north.
It's crazy.
North
yeah,
was
'cause-
definitely loaded.
Yeah, I can't think of it. Yeah, because it was the Captain's Hat, the Mirror Shield, the Hook Shot. I guess Gibdo Mask isn't important necessarily, but...
Garo's also in the north, so
Yeah.
well,
I
okay.
and Fierce Deity, so
yeah.
you need one of them at least.
I still don't know how to do the trick. I still feel like there's a couple tricks that I gotta like refresh up on with mystery
FD.
specifically. Yeah, well, FD for that trick into Ikana without actual access, and then there's just some other stuff around that I just have like completely left my brain. It feels like.
Yeah, Tony, did you check whether it was FD anywhere? Because we didn't see you do that.
It is
no,
FD
not
anywhere.
really. I know it was. I equipped FD like right before going into Twin Mold. I didn't really care to check it before because I don't know. I don't actually know like what's. I have to assume that just Goron rolling everywhere is faster, and I don't really know what FD. I guess FD probably would have been good when I was going into Upper Ikana, so I didn't have to freeze the 2 Octoroks or do the hook shot thing across the water.
Yeah, there are a few spots you could have picked up your ice arrows with a jump instead of Scarecrow Song.
Oh, that's true as well. I didn't realize that you could make that jump as FD. Or I guess I didn't know that.
I think that is actually in logic too, to go
Oh.
over there with that ledge with FD.
That's
You still
that's
need
good
lens,
info.
but you might not need hook. You could have hook over there if you have FD anywhere.
Yeah. Interesting. Alright, well that's something to keep in mind.
Fifth told us that having the 3 big sanities that you guys got, full pot sanity, plus freestanding rupees blowing up, plus snowballs, it was like a 3 in 1,000 chance.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
So
Love
it-
that.
We might have
it
jinxed
felt like-
ourselves on this seed.
One more thing too, for the keg hint, just for awareness, keg can't be the wath for a location because of the keg hint. So for Stone
Okay, I
Tower
was
Temple,
curious about that.
yeah, for Stone Tower Temple, it was actually Zora that was fulfilling the wath, not keg.
I wasn't like 100% sure, but I was right when I got hook shot, because the only other things I needed at that point was to pick up the ice arrows and then Zora Mask and Keg. I just decided to rush going into STT. Well, to be fair, because I didn't know, I was playing around the fact that the Elegy was the Wath in Grave, and so that's why I was doing those Stone Tower checks. And the reason I was looking in Inverted Stone Tower for a while is because I thought there was a Scarecrow there somewhere that, like, the same thing that normal Stone Tower had. I have, like, some memory of doing that. I guess that was just fake.
One more thing, Tony. There is no pot near the Cuckoo Shack in Romani Ranch.
Why is it on my stupid tracker, then?
There is like one that's in like one of the spreadsheets that Fifth has linked in the settings,
That's what I mean.
but it's not randomized
not
in
real.
mystery.
It's so
It's the potted plant that has a blue rupee in it. So
Yeah, that's what I was assuming it was that potted plant, but then like obviously that rupee isn't shoveled, but like it's on my tracker as part of pots.
Also, I've done the same exact thing,
It's
checking the
insane.
entirety of the Cuckoo Shack looking for a pot. I've done the same exact thing.
I needed to make sure I wasn't going insane. But no, yeah, I mean, I just noted that just is not a thing and is a lie. Yeah, pretty interesting seed though. No sword shield start. I'd hate those, but luckily, great fairy sword, pretty early. So
Yeah, Great Fairy Sword kind of just made up for that.
yep.
I was shieldless for the most of the seed.
Yeah. I mean, my first shield was the mirror shield. I don't even think I ever found a hero shield.
Nah, me neither.
I guess we can buy one. I guess
Yeah,
whenever
we can just buy one.
you can just buy one. I don't know why I keep forgetting that that's a thing.
Yeah, we were both saying we would simply buy one, but I don't race. And I do tend to bomb hover, so. But
Hey,
great
good
races
stuff,
for
though.
both of you. A real pleasure to watch. This
Oh, I can
over
imagine this chaos.
speed.
wasn't it?
Yeah, this is chaotic. What a seed.
3 in 1,000 chance
Yep.
for those
We're hoping
settings
to-
alone.
We're hoping to hit better odds by the time this tournament's over.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah, GG's Tony. That was a fun seed.
Yeah, GG's. I was definitely dejected for probably half of that after that magic, but we power through it.
I was kind of the same way after the Zora, and then after I doubled back and got Keg, I was like, oh yeah, I'm.
That's fair. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else.
No, not me either.
Then let's thank our trackers, Tomaltalk and Worn Traveler, and thanks to my co-commentator, Katie Bean. And of
And
course go ahead.
I was going to say thank you for co-commentating with me.
Oh yeah, you bet. My pleasure. And thanks of course to our wonderful runners, Sonaholic and TonyBigBlind. Excited to see where the tournament takes you both. And thanks to our restreamer, who is also Tomaltalk.
Hello. So,
Hello.
The Hero's Shield. The Hero's Shield was the Secret Shrine Underwater Pot 2. So I don't think anybody was getting that this scene.
I was going there next. That's crazy.
Yeah, thank you guys for a great race. That was a great watch. Comms, thank you. Warren, thank you for letting me track. Chat, thank you for coming out. The next MM race I see on our schedule is 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. It's going to be STG Sean versus Death King. Between now and then, we've got a bunch of Skyward Swords and a bunch of Wind Waker Randomizer mini blends going on. Things to look out for. Most of those are later evening EST, but still. And then, yeah, I'm going to send this over to this person whose name is Vern McKay. She is completing her first ever run through of Majora's Mask, normal. So I figured that's a good place for us to go tonight. So I hope everyone has a good night, and we will see you all next time.
Okay.
Bye.